sitting with Miss Squadere, April 25th, 2012. Connie, when we met first, you told me about your problem, and I did share with you that our intention is to purchase your property. I know it seems like very long, but I guess it was, what, 6 months or so?
It was last August.
Last August, so today is April, so we are 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have experienced some issues with your property since it was a government loan, and that takes longer than a regular one. Anyway, when we met, I told you that I'd like to purchase your property, and the process itself will take a few months, but in the end, you will sell the property and walk away, meaning you would not owe any money for your property once you sell the property. So I know we had some hiccups throughout the way because we had some issue with the roof and so on. But the bottom line, sitting here today, are you happy to leave this property?
I'm very satisfied, yes.
Okay. When obviously we met, I explained to you that my intention is to purchase the property for profit, obviously, even though we do a lot of stuff in between that we finance or we pay for. Connie, please tell us how much did it actually cost you to get to here today? Did you pay Ronnie or any of the company any money whatsoever to reach here today?
No, I did not.
None.
No.
Not a penny, nothing.
And I was suspicious in the beginning.
That's the reason I'm asking you that, because unfortunately you've been experienced through, I think, a company, right, that took your money when you did the modification, was it?
The original mortgager.
Okay, yeah, but didn't you experience some?
No,
some
but
people?
I mean, you hear about so many instances
Oh
where
yes,
people do
yes,
get taken.
absolutely, yeah. So when we first met, said, no way, this guy's probably bullshitting me or something, and I will never be able to sell the property or get to today and being walked out without being charged. But today is closing date. Did you ever pay me any penny?
Not a dime.
Did I ever ask you for a penny?
No.
Okay. So in a way, and you've been very involved because you are kind of worried because I can share maybe that you're a single woman, and you felt that there is no one really that can give you straight answers and so on, even though we tried to provide as many answers as we could. But we are not an attorney, so we told you what we felt was correct at the time. But you were really actually checking it out and finding out, and we did have an issue with a judgment that was recorded but was not valid and so on, and you obviously had enough good reason to search it and so on. But while you searching the issue and you were contacting all the time, contacting us, did you feel that you were answered at the time and you were addressed anytime you had a concern?
Absolutely.
So anytime you had a question, and as stupid it might sound and so on, we tried to give you an answer as much as we could.
Yes.
Did you feel that when you called, were you answered?
Yes.
Was it prompt enough?
Yes.
Was it almost any time? Anytime you called, you got answer immediately?
Yes.
All right. So I'm trying to reach the point where, do you believe that we provided you answers and service while we did this transaction as prompt and as accurate as possible?
Yes, I do.
Excellent. Well, you're not understand. You could share with us what you think. That's going to be shared with other viewers, maybe just to see why people should not just walk away from the properties or bury their hands in the sand and go through a foreclosure. They could do that without go through a foreclosure. So if I had to ask you to rate the service, knowledge, professionalism, answering phone calls, delivering results that were discussed when we first, 1 to 10, what would you rate our service and results?
A 10.
A 10 out of a 10? Wow, well, that's very complimenting, obviously. And knowing that you were very, very stressed, I mean, that's a huge relief for us and for you to walk away today. Can you share with us, in a very brief statement, what would you suggest to someone in your position, or where you in a position that you were, hitting with the foreclosure papers, do not have the ability to actually pay the mortgage payments, and so on? What should they do?
I had been advised by another attorney to do exactly what I did. When I received your card in the mail, at first, the first one I ignored. The second one I called back to see what it was
And
about.
you actually took the time to ask the questions because we did spend some time.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. And the attorney had said that this is what I should do just to make sure that I go with someone that's reputable.
Right. And during the process, by the way, I just want to mention, your attorney did contact our office to check on the progress, right? Now, obviously, I did not talk to him personally, but what did he advise you? Did it look to him that it's going the right way?
Yes. Yes.
So we provided you papers which you gave to him, and he was very satisfied. Particularly to what issues he was concerned, or you were concerned on the paperwork.
I was concerned about the judgment.
Good. Well, let's clarify that. You were talking about that if you sell your property, you walk away and not owe a penny, right? That's what you meant when you say judgment, right? And throughout the process, obviously we did not receive the approval letter immediately. It took some months to receive it. But did I kind of call you before, says, Connie, it feels like it's going this way? Did I give you this kind of a notification?
You followed up and kept me on top of what was happening.
And when you got the actual approval letter, obviously I was very happy and thrilled for you, and even drove to your property and dropped it there, because what did it say, this approval letter? That you can sell, and what? Do you owe them any money, anything?
No.
Nothing. So in a way, today you're walking away owing them no money whatsoever. Beautiful. And the last question I want to ask you, Connie, obviously you are planning now to have a new fresh start and so on. Can you share as to what was your experience with the bank? Because usually I'm getting some stories from human beings like you that been through hell trying to work with the bank. And obviously you trusted our operation to provide you with the release and what you wanted to get. I know that prior to meeting with me, you did talk to the bank, did you?
Several times.
Several times. Did you feel that they actually fell for you, or you felt like a low number?
There was no interest in actually working with me. I had put a very large amount down payment on the house when I bought it, nearly $100,000.
And you did show them that you're running through hardship. You do not have any work. I like to add that you're unemployed, and you actually wanted to work it out, pay the mortgage and so on, but
refinance it so that I could pay the reduced
anything.
amount. They would not.
Did you receive any or let's see if we can help you, anything from the bank whatsoever?
They kept saying they were trying, but then they would always
They were saying
reject
trying, but in the other side, you're getting papers for foreclosure, meaning we are not kidding with you, we want the property, right? So how does it feel to work with a huge operation as bank in the other side when you feel so small, particularly when, I like to mention again, you're a single woman, you do not have a lot of family around you and so on. I bet that was very stressful, and you were very stressed too, right?
Very much, yes.
Which caused you to situations where you actually, we talked a few times where you actually had tears because you felt so helpless with the efforts of the bank trying to move you out of your house, right? Would you like to share with us just your feeling about working with the bank?
I felt completely ignored, and I would talk to one person. They were calling me 4 and 5 times a day, and
just to say, where's my money? Not to help you.
Right. They would tell me they want to do a modification when I had just been rejected for a modification, and every day it was the same thing. They were reading from some statement, and they really had no knowledge of helping.
Wow. And when we actually met, in a way, you felt that if you are not going through what we suggest to do, in a way, you would be out of your property by act of foreclosure, right? I mean, that's not your concern, okay?
Right.
But they never told you that it might be another way that might help you because they wanted to get their money. Well, I could tell you, Connie, that it was a pleasure working with you. I felt like, I knew your situation, and you really were part of my thoughts almost every day to make sure to get you to where you need to get. And I hope I was able to deliver at least the first start for you.
You did.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Connie.